Hi everybody, today what we're going to do is we're going to be connecting two fishing lines together. What this is for is when you're using a lure to fish. What we're going to do is we're going to pretend this green line here is our main line, and we're going to pretend like this orange line is our leader, okay? I'm using thick line just so you guys can see this a little bit easier, because if I'm using smaller line, it's going to be a pain to see. So here we go. What we're going to do is we're going to line these two fishing lines basically parallel. We're going to grab them both. And we're going to flip this tag end here. We're going to flip it over and just create a loop. Once you create this loop, you're just going to hold it here. And you're going to send this tag end through the loop, around the other line, around and through, around and through, around. And because this is a big line, I'm only going to do it, 4 or 5 times. No big deal. If you're using thinner line, you're going to need to give it more wraps. So we got the one end done, and all we're going to do is we're going to go to the other end. We're going to flip it over as well. We've got these lines running parallel. We've got the tag end. We're sending it through and around, through and around, through and around. And then we just give it a little tighten. We still want to be able to move it. And then what we're going to do is we're going to grab each line, and we're just going to pull it together. And you see these two lines? They're now moving together as I pull them. So once they're together, you give it a good yank. Blah, blah, blah. And then we're going to look for our scissors. We're going to cut these little tag ends off. These aren't very good scissors for braided line, but that's okay. Hopefully you guys have a better pair. I recommend the Bass Pro XTS braid scissors. They are amazing on braid. Okay, so now we have our two lines together. This one would be your main line. This one we're going to pretend like it's a leader, even though it's clearly braid, and you would never use braid for a leader unless you're weird. All right, so then we're going to take our lure. We're going to pretend like this was a pink salmon near, because we have a pink lure. Pink equals pink, right? This makes sense. Snip this little guy off here. And then just to tie up your lure to your leader, we're going to just use the improved clinch knot once again. It's easiest. So you're going to stick your finger next to the swivel and give it a few wraps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Why not? Then we're going to send this line right back through and lift up with your finger, and then send it right back through that second hole. If we're using mono, we're going to lick it down so that it does not melt when you tighten it. You can do it the same thing with braid, but since this is just demonstration and I think it's kind of gross, I'm not going to do it. We tie up we cut off our tag end. The tag end comes off, and now we have our lure connected to a leader line, which is in turn connected to our main line without a swivel. All right. That's all there is to that. I'm just going to sit here and wait for about 30 seconds, because the last video I tried to upload was cut off by about 30 seconds. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you got any questions, feel free to ask.